Hey guys, happy Saturday. So I want to do a quick Bipolar 1 check-in. I was experiencing some mania and a little bit of the psychotic stuff. It's all gone. All of it is gone. I went to bed really early last night, and that's the only reason I'm up at like 2 a.m. But I'm feeling better overall. So yay, I did it. I got through it. Okay, now the Walmart stabber. Last week there was a deranged, mentally ill man who walked into a Walmart and randomly started stabbing people. He stabbed a whole bunch of people. Now, whenever anything bad happens, like the fact one mentally ill person is violent, all mentally ill people get blamed. We all need to be put away. Like, it's really hard for me to read, to know deep down that people want me locked away. The only difference between me and the people on the street is my privilege. And I take my medications. And I totally understand why people on the street don't want to get help, because a big theme on this channel is some devastating, horrible things I went through with dialectical behavioral therapy. So like these programs that they have for people are not necessarily good and potentially harmful to the individual, so people don't want to return for help. And a lot of times when you go to get help, the clinicians, they kind of treat you as a box to check off. Like, for example, like say you're an individual who is being beat up by their husband. Okay, they'll check that off in a box. Oh, you're one of those people who gets beat by their husband. There's no, let's work through this. What can we do to get out of this situation? It's just like, oh, you're one of those people. Check. Okay. So, and you guys, the YWCA here in Kalamazoo, is not my care that I got there in the past was not good. And I know I say that a lot, but it's also government funded care. And like I was reading one time, this was like years and years ago, I was reading employee reviews of the establishment, and they were all negative. They didn't treat their employees good either. I've been stood up for appointments there, was even blamed for being with my son's dad, and that wasn't a good situation. So they just weren't really very helpful. Which is unfortunate, because when I was in Asheville, North Carolina, when I first became single, the YWCA contacted me and told me about a women's program that they had, Women in Transition, which means something completely different now. But it was a group for women who were newly single mom show going on, and it was really fun. I'm glad I got to do that. That's where I got addicted to Crystal Light. Yeah, this Walmart stabber, from my understanding, he'd received help one time and it like fried his brain. That's what his brother said, allegedly, that he got some psych meds and it like permanently damaged his brain, which I can believe. If they gave it to him when he was a teenager, the mental health system is reckless. I see a hamster. Hey, little hamster. Aww. He's so cute. He's really cool. We've had him for a week and 2 days, and he's doing fantastic. He's great. There's also a part of me that thinks conspiracy time here. What if the Walmart stabber was a plant? What if this was all by design to get more people behind locking mentally ill people up in hospitals or prisons, because they used to call them inmates back in the olden days? I just think there is something going on, and it makes me nervous. Yeah, there's this attitude amongst the normies. Now, that offends people. Normies are people who think they know best, but they have their own problems that they don't address, basically, is what a normie is. And they're like a dime a dozen. They don't think, they just regurgitate information. And they definitely think they know all about mental illness, all about mentally ill people, what needs to be done with us, and everything. And it's really, when the fact is, normies can't handle one single crisis. Toilet paper, for example. The toilet paper fiasco is a perfect example. I had just gotten out of the mental hospital when COVID happened, and, as mentally ill people, we're expected to behave a certain way in order to fit into society. But society, they don't have that expectation. They can do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it, and they think it's cute. Yeah, it's like normal everyday people are more likely to commit violent crimes against people with mental illness, but mentally ill people as a whole get blamed for everything. And people think so little of people with mental illness, they don't even stop to think that maybe this is just as bad as like racism or ableism, I think too, people confuse mental health issues with mental illness. Everybody has mental health issues. Normies have mental health issues. They got them more than anybody. But there's no expectation to deal with it. But kind of what I've been doing with my time this week, I've been like racing to get my chores done. I should be doing more chores, but I've been building popsicle stick houses and stuff like that for my hamster. See, I made that popsicle stick house in the corner, and these ladders. This one I bought. I paid $20 for that thing, and he loves it. Now, that, you can kind of see the little cubby there. He's been going in that cubby and going underground, so that's super cool. And then I put this, that I might have to move. That doesn't really fit very well right there, but I thought it would be cool to have a tunnel on the log. There's a tunnel there too. And then I got my closet all organized. I haven't put those in a jar yet. But I labeled all my jars. Like, I collected dandelions and clover, sunflower stems. That's one of the first things he ate when he went into his cage. I've got these dandelion roots. People pay a lot of money for those, so. We've got, like, the food all done there. I keep all the bedding up high so my dog doesn't get it. Cool. I want to talk about weed for a minute. Okay, so last week, I think I said I was giving it up. I pretty much gave it up for a few days. I might have taken 1 or 2 hits off my vape. But for the most part, then I did some edibles. So what I'm doing now is just smoking low THC weed and refraining from infused pre-rolls and gummies. Unless it's a special occasion, then I'll eat some gummies or something. It's just after a while, like, your tolerance kind of builds up, and it was really nice waiting like 2 weeks and then eating a gummy and actually feeling it. So it was cool. So yeah, I enjoy smoking. So yeah, I love marijuana way too much to be giving it up completely right now. It kind of helps, like, calm my nerves and stuff like that, and if you're a smoker, you know what I mean. Okay, what do I think of the Sydney Sweeney ad? I could not care. I couldn't figure out why everybody was so upset about it in the first place. It's like, you're not allowed to have good genes if you're white, and as a brunette, it does irk me a little bit that there's an obsession with blondes. It's like, you can have an ugly girl, but she's got blonde hair, and then everybody's like, ooh, she's so pretty. And it's like, no. They're just like everybody else. As far as, like, white supremacy, I don't know. Is there, like, because I've seen racism happen before, cops got involved. But is there like an entity out there that it, you know, we talk about Whitey, so yeah, I guess there is some kind of driving force behind white supremacy, but at the same time, is it rich people that are like racist and trying to segregate each other? Because like in everyday life, uh for the most part, I don't really think people are like that. I know there's like a lot of racist people, but overall I think people are not racist. And the thing about her ad was because she has good genes or something. Um, my thing is, okay, what if you are a blonde haired, blue eyed person? Are you supposed to be ashamed of that? Um, I mean, I get it. When I see a blonde haired, blue eyed person being portrayed in the media, it's just kind of like, oh, here we go. It's just not very original. It's just the standard of beauty that doesn't make a lot of sense. But Sydney Sweeney is not even that blonde. She's got like dishwater blonde hair. And I don't know anything about the girl, so I'm not gonna like tear her down or anything like that. Girl, I don't even wear jeans. I think they're uncomfortable. So that's how I feel about that. I don't really have much of an opinion. So I guess that's all I have today. I might do a video of my garden. I've got corn and all kinds of stuff growing. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye.